Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. Bronny James continues to receive numerous criticisms for his play, which hasn't improved. With the Lakers without Luka Doncic and LeBron James against the Trailblazers, coach J.J. Redick had to expand his rotation, and Bronny had the opportunity to play more minutes. He played 20 minutes against the Trailblazers. He didn't score any points, but had 3 assists and 3 rebounds. Trading LeBron's son would be better for Bronny James and the Lakers. Bronny James' abysmal start to the season has fans calling for Lakers to move on. The start of the 2025-26 NBA season has been challenging for second-year Los Angeles Lakers guard Bronny James. Through the first few games, the son of superstar LeBron James has failed to make a significant impact on the court, leading to increased scrutiny from fans and analysts about his place on the roster. In a recent game against the Portland Trailblazers, James went scoreless in 20 minutes of action, a performance that highlighted his ongoing offensive difficulties. Currently, he is averaging 0.0 points, 1.5 rebounds, and 1.5 assists in limited playing time, and has yet to score a field goal this season. Los Angeles Lakers Bronny James struggles. Bronny's struggles are not a new development. His difficulties extend back to the preseason, where he averaged just 6.8 points on a meager 25% shooting from the floor. Once considered a promising shooter, he has found it difficult to connect from long range at the professional level, shooting just 15.4% from three-point land during the preseason. These numbers, combined with a high turnover rate, have intensified the debate over whether he is ready for an NBA role. Critics, including former NBA player Kwame Brown, have pointed to his presence on the roster as a case of nepotism, arguing that other, more deserving players are being overlooked. Roster implications for the Lakers. The conversation around Bronny James is not just about his individual performance, it has real implications for the Lakers' roster construction. With a guaranteed contract of $1.95 million for this season, Bronny is occupying a valuable roster spot. Some analysts, like Tyler Watts of Lake Show Life, have argued that the team should move on from him, especially considering the franchise is hard-capped and lacks the flexibility to fill out its roster. The team already waived R.J. Davis, a player who arguably had a better preseason, due to his non-guaranteed contract. The sentiment among a growing portion of the fanbase is that Bronny's development should not come at the expense of the team's immediate competitive needs. What's next for Bronny and the Lakers? The Lakers face a difficult situation. While the organization likely wants to give the 21-year-old time to develop, his on-court performance has not justified his minutes. The pressure is mounting as every possession and roster spot is critical for a team with championship aspirations. Bronny James has a guaranteed contract for next season, but the Lakers hold a team option for 2027-28, giving them an eventual out. For now, the question remains whether he can turn his performance around and prove he belongs in the NBA on his own merit, or if the Lakers will be forced to make a tough decision sooner rather than later. Bronny played 20 minutes and Lakers lost to Trailblazers. He's still very young, as he turned 21 earlier this month. You can say over and over that he should have stayed in college for more than a season, and you'd be right, but that won't change anything. Bronny declared for the draft, and the Lakers selected him with the number 55 pick. As heartwarming as it was to see him and LeBron play together for the first time, LA is far past that. Bronny still needs a lot of time before he can even be considered a regular NBA rotation player, and there is a chance that day won't come. Hopefully, that won't be the case, but if we're going off what we've seen thus far, it's not looking good. He isn't a player whom Redick can rely on, not even when the Lakers are short-handed. He hasn't proven that he's ready for the moment. His best bet to have a shot in the NBA is to continue to develop in the G League, where he showed improvement last season as a rookie. It's becoming clearer that Bronny isn't NBA ready. The Lakers are in a limbo period, trying to win now with Luka Doncic and LeBron. Health is important, of course, while still positioned well for the future. Even juggling those two timelines, there isn't a space where Bronny fits, not right now, at least. Lakers get surprise injury update on LeBron James. The Los Angeles Lakers continue to be witty LeBron James, but the sooner they can get their franchise player back into action, the better. Ahead of the season, it was announced that James would miss the first few weeks of the regular season with the expectation that he could be back by mid-November. James was diagnosed with a sciatica issue down the right side of his body, and the Lakers have repeatedly said they are not going to rush the star player back. ESPN reporter Dave McMenamin told NBA Today that the Lakers are still expecting James to make a return at some point in mid-November and that his rehab has been going well. "I'm told that we're still in the range of about 3 more weeks before he would be targeting a return sometime in mid-November," McMenamin said on Monday. "I have been told by multiple sources over the last several days that his rehab and all of the process to get back to that return date is moving in the right direction." Fans expressed their concern online that James' progression might not be going according to plan after noticing that he was absent from the team's road trip to Sacramento. McMenamin said James' absence was unrelated to his health status. "That wasn't the sign of any sort of setback with the sciatica," McMenamin said. "With it being a back-to-back, it didn't make sense for him to make that trip up and back when he wasn't going to be playing when he could be spending that time in Los Angeles rehabbing." James isn't the only Lakers star missing due to injury, as guard Luka Doncic has missed the past 2 games with a finger sprain and a left leg contusion. The Lakers are expected to take a conservative approach in the rehab processes of both star players, as the season is young and their desire is for both James and Doncic to be at peak condition by the time the playoffs roll around. This team wants to be able to make some noise in the postseason, so do whatever you can now to make sure LeBron James' body, Luka Doncic's body, etc. right on down the roster is ready to play when it really matters, McMenamin said on the Lakers' mentality. Lakers urged to trade injured superstar before deadline. The vibes surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers aren't high to begin the 2025-26 campaign. While the Lakers boast a .500 record, they've been decimated by injuries early in the season, sparking concerns about the franchise's health. Surprisingly, NESN's Colin Keane believes this is the perfect time for Los Angeles to reassess its roster as it attempts to win its first championship since 2020. In Keane's opinion, the Lakers shouldn't be opposed to trading their injured 6'9" star, sciatica, before the February 5 trade deadline to take their roster to an elevated level. If the Los Angeles Lakers are serious about building a contender around Luka Doncic, they need to seriously consider trading LeBron James, Keane wrote Tuesday. "Yes, LeBron has a no-trade clause, but you have to think there are some teams Bron would be okay joining, particularly because the Lakers aren't a frontline contender at the moment. If the Lakers can find a way to convince a contender to take on LeBron in exchange for multiple, valuable role players, everyone can win." It's becoming more and more obvious that Luka needs to be the center of LA's solar system for the Lakers to be at their best in 2025-26 and beyond. Although some may disagree with Keane's assessment, they would be remiss if they didn't acknowledge the fact that he isn't too far off base. James is 40 years old and shouldn't be included in the Lakers' future plans, considering he won't be in the league for an extended period. Why not start preparing for the future by swapping James for a younger star who could complement Doncic and Reeves in Los Angeles? Additionally, it's not as if James is 100% satisfied with the current state of the franchise, which could open the door to a blockbuster trade that benefits both parties. There's no guarantee that James will finish the year/his career with the Lakers. JJ Redick says the quiet part out loud on Lakers' desperate need for Luka Doncic. Lakers announce Marcus Smart development after one missed game. The Los Angeles Lakers have opened the 2025-26 season with a 2-2 record, but the team is already dealing with significant injury setbacks. As Luka Doncic continues to recover from a left finger sprain and left leg contusion, Los Angeles lost another player during Sunday's game against the Sacramento Kings, Marcus Smart. The 31-year-old guard joined the Lakers in the offseason on a 2-year, $11 million deal after being bought out by the Washington Wizards. Smart was brought in to provide toughness, veteran leadership and high-energy play, with hopes he could help stabilize the backcourt and elevate the team's defensive identity. Through his first 3 games in Los Angeles, Smart has averaged 7.7 points, 1.0 rebound, 2.0 assists and 1.0 steal per game while shooting 43.8% from the field. Los Angeles Lakers guard Marcus Smart, 36, credit, Mark J. Rebelizamain images credit and : Mark J. and period, Rebelizamain images as mentioned. Smart left Sunday's matchup with the Kings and subsequently was ruled out for Monday against the Portland Trail Blazers with a right quad contusion. The Lakers announced their official injury report for Wednesday's game against the Minnesota Timberwolves and Smart's status was listed as questionable. Kobe Price of SoCal News Group confirmed the change on X. The Lakers have listed Marcus Smart and Jackson Hayes as questionable on the injury report for tomorrow at Minnesota, he reported. This is a positive development for Los Angeles, as Smart's absence may only last 1 game and it appears he avoided a significant setback. The Lakers' roster has been severely depleted just 1 week into the regular season. With Doncic and LeBron James both sidelined, Los Angeles will need Smart to provide defensive stability while Austin Reeves carries the scoring load. The Lakers have listed Marcus Smart and Jackson Hayes as questionable on the injury report for tomorrow at Minnesota. Smart continues to face the challenge of proving he can stay healthy, a concern that has followed him as he enters the latter stages of his career. He appeared in just 54 total games over the past 2 seasons during stints with the Memphis Grizzlies and Wizards. At his peak with the Boston Celtics, Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year award in 2022 and earned 3 All-Defensive Team selections. The Los Angeles Lakers superstar needs to bring his high-usage brand of basketball back to the lineup. Not only are injuries quickly mounting for the Los Angeles Lakers, but there is a key trait emerging among those absentees that J.J. Redick's team is desperately craving right now. That would be players who can run the offense with the ball in their hands. LeBron James has been out for a while now due to his sciatica injury. Luka Doncic joined him on the injury report after 2 regular season games with a finger sprain and a leg contusion. Gabe Vincent soon followed, tweaking his ankle against the Sacramento Kings. Redick's frustrations with the injuries finally boiled over after a tough 122-108 loss to the Portland Trail Blazers at Crypto.com Arena. The Lakers coach was asked about the difficulties in generating offense with the personnel depleted. There was an abrupt bluntness to his response. "It's hard to run offense without ball handlers," Redick said plainly. With Doncic being the closest to his return from injury of the group listed above, his skill set is desperately demanded on the Lakers right now. It's not only about the ball handling itself, but the capacity to which the superstar point guard can provide it. Injuries have exposed just how badly Lakers need their offensive engine in Doncic. Vincent is not expected back for another 2 to 4 weeks due to his sprained left ankle, according to Dave McMenamin. The Lakers insider has also told everyone that James is eyeing mid-November for a return to the lineup. Dave on LeBron. "I'm told that we're still in the range of about 3 more weeks before he would be targeting a return sometime in mid-November. I have been told by multiple sources over the last several days that his rehab and all of the process to get back to that return date is. Doncic is the immediate fix to the Lakers' offensive problems. Luka can provide that on-ball leadership in spades, and Redick would certainly not be expected to deny him that much." Critics of Doncic's game have often found issues with just how much the Lakers superstar has dominated the ball. The high usage percentages of Luka have been a point of contention for many who believe that style will never lead to a championship. Dalton Connect feels good and finding rhythm after playing big minutes. With so many injuries throughout the roster, the Los Angeles Lakers had just 10 players in uniform for their game against the Portland Trail Blazers on the second night of a back-to-back. 3 of those were two-way players, leaving second-year guard Dalton Connect as the only player off the Lakers bench who has gotten regular rotation minutes in the past. Connect has often shined when put into a larger role, and he undoubtedly had his best game of the young season with 16 points off the bench, all coming in the second half. It wasn't enough to help the Lakers get a victory as they fell to the Trailblazers, but after the game Connect said he felt good and is thankful for his teammates and coaches always having belief in him. "I feel good. All my shots are right, they're just not falling," Connect said. "I'm a confident shooter and gonna keep shooting no matter what, and all the guys got belief in me to go out there and keep shooting. So I gotta shout out my teammates for all that and the coaching staff. Connect has never been shy and is always willing to put up shots when he feels he is open, which is a great quality to have. Though he did shoot just 2 of 8 from three-point range, many of those shots were good looks. The Lakers guard also felt that making plays on the defensive end helped him get in more of a rhythm. For sure. Kind of got into a rhythm with that sequence and like I said, just being out there confident, Connect added. That was our stint where we were getting stops and beating them up as well, so something just to build off of. There is no doubt Connect can score at this level, but it's the other parts of his game, particularly his defense, that must improve in order for him to be a regular contributor. So having 2 steals and a block against the Blazers was a good sign. Unfortunately, the Lakers didn't have enough firepower to get the win, but Connect wasn't willing to use the Lakers' injuries as an excuse. A little bit, but also at the same time, we just gotta play Laker basketball at the end of the day, Connect responded when asked if things would have been different. We did against Sacramento and we played great, but just fell short today. We'll bounce back. It is good to see the Lakers embracing this mindset of no excuses regardless of who is suiting up, as their opponents won't have any mercy when they take the floor against them.